On this vote, the ayes are 232, the nays are 197. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid upon the table.
I have a big story at 5, breaking news. Donald J. Trump making history. The first president in American history to be impeached twice. Within the last half hour, the Democratic-led House secured enough votes to impeach the outgoing president.
10 Republicans joined their Democratic colleagues in voting to impeach the president following last week's assault on the U.S. Capitol.
Let's get right to Fox 5's Tom Fitzgerald, who's been following the action all day from the Hill. Fitz, what's the latest?
Well, Donald Trump's grip on the Republican Party may be beginning to loosen. Those 10 Republicans were led by Liz Cheney. She's not only the third highest ranking Republican in the House, but also the daughter of the former vice president. In 10 of all, that makes this a double-digit defection from the president of the United States, from the GOP in the House tonight. Now, this is the article of impeachment. It was drawn up by Maryland Congressman Jamie Raskin. In it, it charges Trump with incitement of insurrection. Now, Raskin crafted this, and he will lead the Democratic team in the trial to come. But all day today, as these debates raged on, tempers grew hot.
They may have been hunting for Pence and Pelosi to stage their coup, but every one of us in this room right now could have died. As Senator Lindsey Graham said, the mob could have blown the building up. They could have killed us all.
The left in America has incited far more political violence than the right. For months, our cities burned, police stations burned, our businesses were shattered, and they said nothing. Or they cheerled for it, and they fundraised for it, and they allowed it to happen.
All right, so that final vote came in at 232 to 197. This action now moves over to the Senate, and that is another place tonight where Republicans seem to be shifting the sands underneath Donald Trump's feet. Here's why. Even though earlier today, Senate Leader Mitch McConnell announced that he would not bring the Senate back in for an emergency trial, it is being widely reported here on the Hill that McConnell is now in support of the Democrats' actions on this impeachment. All the while, Fox 5 spoke with the House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer today. Hoyer says he rejects comments that with Trump's presidency ending in 1 week, that this is simply a show act by Democrats. He says the goal here is to provide justice, whether or not Donald Trump is in or out of office.
I hear behind the scenes there are an awful lot of members who think we're taking the right action. I've talked to some Republicans who I won't name at this point in time, who've talked to me privately, many of whom I think are going to be voting for the article of impeachment.
We sit square between two momentous events. It was 1 week ago today, the scene of that Capitol Hill riot. It is 1 week from today that President-elect Joe Biden will take the oath of office. Marina will send it back into you.
And Fitz, this is all obviously preliminary at this point, but if Mitch McConnell, the leader in the Senate, does not reconvene the Senate until the day before inauguration, any sense from the House, from the Speaker's office, if she would immediately send that impeachment over to the Senate, or would she probably wait?
It appears unlikely. The goal here looks like it was to get this impeachment passed in the House while Donald Trump was in office. However, they are very aware that Joe Biden is trying to get his presidency started. There is a scenario here where they could wait 100 days, bring it in, say, in March at some point. Remember, Democrats will have a majority, a thin one, but a majority in the Senate once this finally does go to trial.
That is a great point there. Tom Fitzgerald live from the Hill tonight.